Have you ever had the feeling that something was wrong, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it? Like the people around you were keeping a big secret about you? That's how it all started. But when I finally found out the truth that night, I would have given anything to unlearn it. Something feels off. For the past few days, this uneasy feeling has been hanging over me like a shadow. Like I'm in a movie where everyone knows the script, except me. You know that feeling when you walk into a room and suddenly the conversation dies? Like whispers are being exchanged behind doors that slam shut the moment you arrive? That's been my life lately. My best friend, Emma, has been acting weird. Her smile feels different, her eyes avoid mine. Emma has never been a good liar. Every time I ask her what's going on, she lets out this nervous laugh and quickly changes the subject. What is she hiding? My boyfriend, Alex, isn't the same either. He's always been affectionate, attentive, but now? He seems distracted, on edge. Like he knows something I don't. Like he's battling his own conscience. The other day, I caught him on the phone, talking in a hushed tone, like he didn't want me to hear. When I walked in, he locked his screen and changed the subject. And then, there are the whispers. At college, I saw two of my friends whispering. The second I walked past them, they exchanged looks and immediately scattered. At work, the same eerie vibe. My coworkers, who always invite me to lunch, have been avoiding me. Like they know something. Like they feel sorry for me. What is going on? I try to convince myself that I'm being paranoid. Maybe it's all in my head. But then I remember something that's impossible to ignore. My birthday is coming up. And the silence around me is deafening. No one has mentioned it. No early texts, no teasing about me getting older. Even my mom, who never forgets, just sent me a plain good morning text. The air around me feels heavy. I should be excited. But for the first time, I'm scared. If they forgot, fine. But what if they didn't? What if this is about something way bigger? Something that everyone knows, except me? I wake up with a heavy heart. Today is my birthday. But unlike every other year, I don't feel excited. No birthday notifications on my phone. No cheerful message from my mom knocking on my door. Nothing. The clock reads 9:32 a.m. I roll over, grab my phone, and check my notifications. Silence. Just automated messages from stores offering me discounts. None of my friends have said anything. And neither has Alex. I unlock my phone again, hoping to see at least one message from him. But there's nothing. No emojis. No happy birthday. My chest tightens. I try to brush it off, telling myself I'm overreacting. Maybe it's too early. Maybe they're waiting to tell me in person. Right? I get out of bed and head to the kitchen. My mom is already there, drinking her coffee. She looks up and smiles. But it's an empty smile. "Did you sleep well?" she asks, like today is just any other day. My stomach twists. Yeah, my voice comes out weak. I wait. I wait for her to say something. But all she does is pick up her phone and keep scrolling. Okay. This is wrong. I sit at the table, stirring my coffee, trying to control the anxiety building in my chest. I open WhatsApp. Nothing. No birthday stickers. No cake emojis. My palms start to sweat. This isn't normal. Did they forget? My heart races at the thought. And I don't know what's worse. If they simply forgot. Or if they're hiding something from me. I need proof. I take a deep breath, trying to act normal. I open Instagram, scroll through my feed. And then I see something that makes my stomach drop. Emma's story. Tonight is gonna be amazing. Can't wait. My blood turns cold. She's excited. Really excited. But she didn't mention my birthday. What the hell is going on? Before I can even process it, my phone buzzes. It's a message from Emma. "Hey, babe. Meet me at 8 p.m. at that restaurant near campus. I really want to have dinner with you today." My heart pounds. She remembered. Maybe I was wrong this whole time. Maybe they were planning something, and I was just being paranoid. But if that's true, why does this feeling in my chest refuse to go away? Before closing Instagram, I click on Alex's profile. My finger hesitates for a second before tapping his name. If he didn't text me, maybe he posted something. But there's nothing. No photos. No stories. No sign that he even remembered me today. I close the app and exhale slowly. Maybe I'm making something out of nothing. Maybe it's just a coincidence. But then again, maybe it's not. Because deep down, something still feels very, very wrong. The entire day drags on like time is working against me. No matter how hard I try to distract myself, I can't stop thinking about Emma's message. The invitation seems harmless, but something feels off. Why invite me to a casual dinner, alone? And that excited story she posted, was it about this? I stare at myself in the mirror, trying to calm my nerves. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I've spent the whole day feeding into some irrational paranoia. But what if I'm right? Deep down, something is screaming that this isn't normal. The minutes crawl by. When it's finally time, I pick out a simple yet nice dress. I take a deep breath before leaving my room. My mom gives me a kiss on the forehead and says, "Enjoy yourself, sweetheart." Her voice sounds off. warmth, and pity. A chill runs down my spine. Why? I force a smile, pretending not to notice the growing unease pressing on my chest. Okay, Sarah. Enough. You need to stop this. I grab my phone. No messages from Alex. I bite my lip. Should I text him? Ask if he knows anything? But I hesitate. Something tells me I don't want to hear the answer. I lock my phone and call an Uber. The entire ride, my leg bounces restlessly. My hands are clammy. I try not to look paranoid, but my mind won't shut up. The car stops in front of the restaurant. My heart is pounding so hard I feel it in my ears. I take a deep breath and step out. The restaurant is closed, but the lights inside are on. The windows are covered with thick curtains, blocking any view inside. Total silence. Something inside me screams at me to turn around and leave. My feet won't move. But before I can react, the door swings open. Emma appears, her face lit up with a huge smile. Surprise! The restaurant lights suddenly turn on. And as my eyes adjust, I see him. My blood turns to ice. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The floor feels like it's disappearing beneath me. He shouldn't be here. The sound of people shouting in surprise feels muffled in my ears. Like the world around me has suddenly become distant, distorted. Because standing there, right in the middle of the smiling crowd, is him. The last face I ever expected or wanted to see. The air vanishes from my lungs. My stomach twists. My fingers tingle. For a second, I think I must be imagining things. But no. He's really here. And he's smiling at me. Happy birthday, Sarah. His voice echoes through the room. Every syllable sends chills down my spine. My breath falters. My heart pounds like a wild drum. Emma, standing beside me, claps her hands and nudges me playfully. Well, you didn't see this coming, did you? No, I didn't. But not in the way she thinks. My vision blurs. My mind spirals into a storm of memories, memories I spent years trying to erase. Flashback, 6 years ago. Sarah, run. A desperate voice screams beside me. My feet slip on the wet pavement. The rain pours down, icy drops pelting my skin as my chest burns from running. Behind me, footsteps grow closer. The metallic taste of blood fills my mouth. My entire body shakes with pain. And then, a hand grabs my wrist. Tight. Unforgiving. You can't run from me, Sarah. Back to the present. I swallow hard. My muscles lock up. He's here. After everything that happened, he's here. And no one knows. No one in this room has any idea who he really is. Emma keeps laughing, completely unaware that my face has gone ghostly pale. It took some effort to track him down, but I knew it'd be special. She says proudly. Special. She has no idea what she's saying. My eyes lock onto his. He's staring right at me. Unblinking. The same cold, calculated gaze. He knows. He knows I remember everything. And judging by that slight smirk curling on his lips, he also knows that I can't do anything about it. Not here. Not now. I want to run. I want to scream. But I can't move. Because for the first time in years, I realize a terrifying truth. I was never safe. My chest tightens. My breathing is shallow. I need to get out of here. But my legs won't move. The room is full of people, smiling, chatting, drinking. And none of them realize that something is terribly wrong. Only me. And him. He looks at me like no time has passed at all. Like nothing ever happened. But it did. And I never forgot. Emma grabs my hand and laughs. Hey, are you okay? You look pale. My throat is dry. Emma, who gave you this idea? My voice barely comes out. She frowns, confused. Oh, it was his idea. She gestures toward him, still smiling. He found me on Instagram a month ago and said he really wanted to see you. He told me you lost touch and that he wanted to surprise you. My stomach turns. He found Emma. He got close to my best friend. He planned this. I swallow hard, forcing myself to stay calm. But he knows I'm panicking. And he likes it. He steps closer. Every inch between us disappearing. The scent of his cologne hits me. The same one from before. The same one that haunted my nightmares. He holds out a glass to me. Let's make a toast, Sarah. My hand trembles. He notices. And smiles. Emma looks between us, excited. Everyone, a toast to the birthday girl. She cheers, raising her glass. They don't know. They don't know who he really is. The glass is still in my hand when I hear him whisper, just for me. You still think about me, don't you? My heart jumps to my throat. The world around me spins. Suddenly, the panic is unbearable. And then, the glass slips from my fingers. It shatters against the floor. The sound is deafening. The entire room falls silent. Emma's eyes widen in shock. I can't hold it in anymore. What is he doing here? My voice cuts through the silence. Absolute stillness. Emma blinks, stunned. Sarah, what are you talking about? My hands shake. I can feel his eyes on me. And then he laughs. Oh, sweetheart, you never told them? The world stops. Every gaze in the room turns to me. But I can only look at him. Because in that moment, I realize he didn't come here to wish me a happy birthday. He came to finish what he started. For a few seconds, no one moves. The shattered glass on the floor glows under the restaurant lights. My chest rises and falls in sharp, uneven breaths. Every eye in the room is on me. Emma furrows her brows, confused. Sarah, what's going on? But I can't answer. Because he's still staring at me. Unblinking. Unwavering. And then he smiles. Our birthday girl hasn't changed a bit, still so intense. His voice is calm. Almost amused. Like this is just a game to him. My blood boils. Enough. What do you want? My voice shakes, but it comes out firm. Now, the smiles around the room start to fade. People can sense something is wrong. But he's enjoying this. What do I want? He takes a step closer. Sarah, don't you miss me? My vision darkens for a second. A lump forms in my throat. I can almost feel the rain from that night again. Flashback, 6 years ago. The road is slick with rain. My heart slams against my ribs. Warm blood runs down my arm. His hand tightens around my wrist. If you run, I'll always find you. Back to the present. My breath falters. No. 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 He can't be here. I thought we had already settled this. He tilts his head slightly, feigning curiosity. I take a step back. Who is he? Emma's voice comes from beside me. She looks at me, waiting for an answer. But I can't speak. Because if I say it, if I say who he is, I'll have to relive everything. And he knows that. So he decides to speak for me. She never told you, Emma? His smile widens, but there's no warmth in it. Sarah and I have quite a history, don't we, sweetheart? My whole body trembles. Emma looks at me, still waiting. But before I can react, he touches my arm. The exact same spot where he grabbed me 6 years ago. Panic crashes into me. And then I scream. The scream rips from my throat before I can stop it. Raw. Desperate. Drenched in panic and fury. My body moves before my mind catches up. I stumble backward, away from him, nearly tripping over the shards of broken glass. The entire restaurant falls into a stunned silence. Emma jumps to my side, startled. Sarah? What's going on? My breathing is shaky, erratic. I look at him. at the man who ruined my life. And then the words spill out. He tried to kill me. The room drops into absolute silence. Emma blinks, her face frozen in shock. What? My voice quivers but stays firm. He tried to kill me. 6 years ago. He stalked me. He hurt me. He wanted to destroy me. Tears blur my vision. But this time, I don't look away. This time, I don't run. Now, everyone is staring at him. And for the first time tonight, his smile fades. Sarah, you're overreacting. He lets out a forced laugh. But I see it. He didn't expect this. He thought I'd stay quiet. Not anymore. Emma covers her mouth, horrified. Is this true? Her voice is barely a whisper. He hesitates. Just for a second. And that second is all I need. You're sick. My voice shakes with years of fear, of silence, of bottled-up pain. You stalked me. You wanted to break me. You told me I'd never escape. Murmurs ripple through the guests. People step away from him. He notices. And then he really looks at me. And I see it. The hatred in his eyes. He takes a step toward me. And Emma steps in front of me. No, her voice is steady. Unshakable. Other friends start moving too. The people in the room are no longer on his side. He realizes. And then he steps back. He takes a slow breath, running a hand through his hair, trying to compose himself. Trying to act like he's still in control. You know what? This was a mistake. He laughs, but this time it's empty. Hollow. I just wanted to do something nice. But I guess the birthday girl still loves a little drama. No one laughs. He turns to leave. And that's when my eyes lock onto Alex. He's standing there. At the back of the room. Pale. Stiff. Silent. And it feels like all the air is sucked out of my lungs. No. 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 I know that look. That look of guilt. Alex avoids my gaze. And suddenly, everything makes sense. My voice comes out barely above a whisper. It was you. The entire room is dead silent. Alex blinks, swallows hard. What are you talking about? But I already know. You were the one who reached out to him first, weren't you? Emma's head snaps toward Alex, her face twisted in confusion. Wait, what is she saying? Alex doesn't answer. But he doesn't have to. My eyes drift back to the man who ruined my life. And he smiles. Of course. He didn't just happen to find Emma. Alex led him right to her. I trusted you. My voice trembles with disgust. I trusted you, Alex. He finally looks at me. I didn't know. But I don't let him finish. Didn't know what? My voice rings through the room, shaking with rage. The silence in the restaurant becomes suffocating. Alex has no answer. But I know the truth. Maybe he didn't know everything. Maybe he didn't know what this man did to me in the past. But he knew something was wrong. And he still let it happen. He takes a step toward me. Sarah, I raise my hand. Stop. Alex freezes. I don't want to hear it. My voice is quiet, cold. Nothing you say can change this. The weight of the truth suffocates the air. I don't need to hear anything else. I don't want to. And then, he understands. The man who haunted me for years is still standing there, watching, intrigued. But now, he's lost. And Alex. Alex has lost too. The man turns and walks out the door. Alex takes a step back, his eyes lowered. And when the door clicks shut behind them, I finally breathe. My knees nearly buckle, but Emma catches me. Oh my God, Sarah, she's trembling. So am I. The restaurant is still silent. I wipe my face, trying to steady my breath. And then, I turn to Emma. I'll tell you everything. But not here. She nods. And for the first time tonight, I feel like maybe, just maybe, I'm finally free. What would you do in my place? Let me know in the comments. And if you know someone who loves suspenseful stories, share this video with them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one.